Well, good morning, everybody. It's 11 o'clock. Can everybody hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I just make sure everybody's okay. Oh, good, good. Good to see you, Tammy. I saw your thumbs up. Thank you. Um, well, welcome, everybody. This is our second quarterly call, and with all of our agents, and I think this will grow and build. We'll record this obviously so you can rewatch it again. Um, One of the things that I really want to do with our quarterly calls to our agents is give you some support, not just me getting on rambling about real estate and what to do and how to do it. So today, what we did was our as our event was we have a guest with us today from Breakthrough Broker, and he's going to explain a lot of how Breakthrough Broker works through our Elevate, so that you guys can take that practical knowledge and go out there and create those uh, things that you need to do to get more listings, to get more business, to get everything done. So what I want to do is, we've muted everybody. Let's let Eric come on. I'm going to have Eric Sachs come on. He's the president and co-founder and has been a longtime partner of ours for many years here at Equity, and we just really love their company and everything they have for support for us. But I'm going to let him go ahead and do his presentation. And then if we have questions at the end, they have questions for him. I just ask you to raise your hand, and then Jolie will unmute you and you can hop in and get that done. Does that sound fair for everybody? So one of the things that we really try and do here at Equity is, and what we're really doing, I've been working really hard with our marketing team and everybody, and that is we're trying to get it to where people just go to one place. We're finding in the web world and the business world out there that going to one site and then being pushed to different sites, and then we want you to be able to go to one site. So with you being an agent with us, what the site that we really want you to go to is Elevate, right? Because if you go to Elevate, then we can definitely push things out to you. We can make notices. You'll see pop-ups that come on. I'm sure you probably saw the pop-up for this if you went in through Elevate that says, hey, there's a meeting today at this time. But if you're not going to Elevate, you're obviously not getting that. So my challenge for all of you is say, I would use that. Like I log into Elevate first thing when I get to my office. I log in and I look at my screen. And as we get better at communicating to you everything that is out there and how you can use that, you'll be able to use Elevate for so much more of everything that you're doing. From your vouchers, which I don't know if any of you've noticed, but like your vouchers, I kind of changed that up. It used to be just like this. You get a little thing like, hey, you got paid, here's $15,900, and you just get a little email from us. Now you probably get an email that has a little, full picture on there that says congratulations, a little balloon confetti and bigger, hey, this is what we paid you. We're celebrating, right? I mean, we know how hard you worked every day out there in the real estate industry. And so with that, my challenge to you is go to Elevate to log in and get your information about the company. Then the next thing is we've been working really hard to building equity.us. And equity.us is where you're going to want to send your clients to. You're going to want to you're going to want to go there. It gives you information about Equity as a company, but it also, everything we've done on the back end ties those people back to you. So don't be afraid if I send my clients to equity.us that you're going to lose that client. When they're in there, they will, if they're searching for properties or anything like that, they'll go there to click find the agent. You can show them how to do that, and then when they find that agent, then everything that they click through on there will be to you. So again, one site, one place, rather than a recruiting website, referral website, all this. It's all on equity.us. And we're really building that out. Vivian has done a phenomenal job on that. And so if none of you have looked at that, I welcome you to go look at that after this meeting and then kind of get some ideas. So with that, what I would like to do is just turn the time over to now Eric Sachs, who is the president and co-founder of breakthroughbroker.com. They've been with us for many, many years, and a lot of you have used them and worked with them. But I wanted him to get on and just because, again, when you're building a company and you guys are very busy out selling real estate, and I appreciate that very much. Sometimes you just don't slow down long enough to see everything that you have available for you. And so I'll get even some agents that'll come in that work for me that say, "Gosh, I just wish it'd be nice if I had a place I could go to make a postcard, or if I had, if Equity just had this." And we've had it for years, but the problem is you've got to go to it. You've got to look at it. So with that, Eric, I think you're with me right now, and Jolie's giving you the ability to share screen. Eric, are you there? You want to
I'm
introduce
here.
yourself? And
I'm I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
yes, there you are. How you doing, sir?
Awesome. I'm doing great. Thanks for inviting me today. So please tell me if I have connectivity problems, but hopefully you can hear me well.
Yes.
And I'm one of the co-founders over at Breakthrough Broker. I started in real estate just like you guys. I was just a real estate agent up in Fort Collins, and then I opened my own company and grew that company. And in 2012, we sold that company and didn't want to work for the big brand that bought us. So we decided to start this thing called Breakthrough Broker. The idea was to help you guys execute on your marketing. And so I became friends with your founders years ago and decided that we wanted to help you guys um, with a marketing platform that helped you do what you hear you need to be doing out in the world. Tell me if I'm wrong, but how many times do you guys go to a class and they give you brilliant ideas? Right? Whether it's at the board or you go to a webinar, right, Tony? And we get these amazing ideas, and then we're like, what do I do now? Anybody? Like
Yes.
you go to a class, they give you Candace is like, yes, they give me this amazing recipe, but no kitchen to cook it in. You ever feel that way? And
Yes.
everyone's telling us to post here and do this and convert leads at your open house, that. And you guys actually have the kitchen to cook the recipe to success in. I've been doing this for a very long time. I get to speak with hundreds of thousands of realtors, and that's not an exaggeration, hundreds of thousands. And I believe there's a pandemic of failure in our world. We're not making the amount of money we want to make. We're getting in and out of the business. We're complaining a lot. And really, I believe the recipe to success is execution. How many times do you guys tell yourself you should do something? Be honest with me. Do you guys have a long should list? I had one. I really should market my open houses more effectively so I can convert listing and buyer leads instead of going and sitting in an open house on Saturday and Sunday, spending time away from my family and complaining that no one showed up, right? I really should market to the people I know better, but I find other things to do and my sphere gets neglected because I think they love me, but then I get invited to a housewarming party. I know I didn't sell them the home. Ever happened to you? If it hasn't, it will. So, what we need to do as real estate agents, and also, guys, this is really important. And so Tony may want to turn mute. He may not want to listen to me for a second on this one, but I'm going to tell you right now, being, you know, being an amazing contract writer and having your certified negotiation expert certificate or a CDPE or a GRI, none of that matters. None of it matters until you have someone to write a contract for. Being an amazing negotiator doesn't matter until you have someone to negotiate for, right? And I don't think people in our business, Tony, tell us enough that we are not realtors first. We are marketers first of ourselves. The only thing that matters every morning when you wake up is finding a buyer or seller. If you have a great CRM, doesn't matter if you have no one to put in there. If you're the most amazing connector, build relationships, want to get referral marketing because you have the best systems in the world, if you have no one to put in those systems, nothing else matters. And no one tells us that enough. So I'm on here telling you guys that first and foremost, you need to be great at marketing. Being good at contracts is great. You'll get repeat people. Being an amazing negotiator, having killer systems, having someone sit across the table from you at closing, being like, oh my gosh, you were a lifesaver. You were a realtor and a psychologist and a project manager all in one. None of that matters until you have someone to do that for. And we don't remember that enough. Tony, would you agree? So you guys have to realize that first and foremost, every day we need to market ourselves. Every hour we should be doing something for marketing. Every day, every hour, every half a day, no matter how busy we are in the deal, we have to work on our pipeline. We have to work on our lead generation. We have to work on our business every single day. And if at the end of the day you did no money-making activities, that day was a loss. Sorry. And to be realtors, to make money, we need more wins than losses in a 7-day week. So if you go to bed and you did no money-making activity, conversation, social post, video, postcard, open house marketing, we didn't win that day. All right. So what your marketing center is the kitchen to cook your marketing in. It's the do part of all the ideas, okay? How many people on this call have been inside your marketing center within the last month? And be honest. Tony's been. Anyone want to pipe in the chat? Who else has been inside? Jolie's been. Who else? Type in the chat. Who's been inside the marketing center? I'm going to show you a few things that you may or may not have known existed in here. Tammy has, awesome. Andrea has, Chris has. Thank you guys. Randy has, Rocky, Sarah, awesome. I love that you've been in here. You guys are winning. So what is this thing? How does it work? And how do I actually use it to make money? That's why I'm on today. How do you use it to find buyers and sellers? The first thing I'm going to tell you guys is this. You could go to Canva. There's a lot of noise out there. There's Canva, there's this, there's that. There's all these things in the world where you can go market, but none of them have the strategy for you. None of them have a connection to your MLS and the US Postal Service. And so let's talk strategy. Who in here, and I want you to type in the chat, wants a listing in the next 3 months or 3 or 4 or 5? I should hear from everybody, right? Everybody wants a listing, right? Even though in some markets they're not selling as fast, we still want listings because listings breed buyers and buyers breed more listings. Candace says, let's go. Everyone wants a listing. I'm going to give you a piece of information that you may or may not know exists. 51% of the homes sold last year were sold by someone 65 years or older. I'm going to say it again. 51% of the homes sold last year were downsizing events. Baby boomers make up the largest segment of homeowners in America. And this year, there will only be 3 million home sales. Do you know how many home sales there are in a normal year? 6 million. So you're trying to make money in a market that has half the volume as a normal year, same as last year. And half of that volume are baby boomers. Are you marketing to that demographic? Who's a hockey fan in here? Anyone know Wayne Gretzky? You know his famous quote, why were you so amazing? Because he skated to where the puck was gonna be, not to where the puck is. If you want listings, you need to market to baby boomers. Period. You need to be the one person of all the people you know that they think of when mom or dad are downsizing, or aunt or uncle or neighbor. Yes? Well, I just gave you a good idea. Let's find the kitchen to cook the recipe in. You're going to go to bundles in your equity marketing center. In bundles, you're going to scroll down and go to downsizing. In downsizing, we have so much content in here for you. Some really good stuff. How about an automated postcard to our sphere of influence telling them that I know you or someone you know is going to downsize this year or next year? Don't forget to call me. If you don't send that message out, someone else will, and you'll lose business in your sphere of influence. It's 5 signs it's time to downsize, branded for you. Smaller homes equal bigger vacations, branded for you. Protect your home equity, branded for you. Does your home still fit your lifestyle? These are well worded, good branded for you messaging to your sphere of influence. It takes 5 clicks. 1, 2, you upload your database or you use one that's currently there. That's 3. You proof it is 4 and you pay for it is 5. 5 clicks to execution. Now, we want to do some multi-channel marketing. What the hell does that mean? That's a real big word. So let's go back to downsizing and let's look at social media. I want someone to pull that out of the mailbox. Then I want someone to see me in social. I want you guys to tell me how easy this is. We're going to open up why downsizing makes sense. It's a carousel post. You want to go to Canva and create a carousel post that you can get out in 30 seconds, branded for you, because everything is pre-branded. You click share. Guys, do me a favor. Everyone on this call or watching the recording, pull out your phone. And I want you to take a screenshot of the QR code that's going to pop up in a minute. Now, one thing I didn't tell you guys is I'm actually in Costa Rica. So we're on Costa Rica Wi-Fi. So sorry if it's a little slow, but this will pop up in a second. And I want you to scan this QR code when that QR code pops up and see how easy it is. We just created a carousel post, a multi. All right, take a screen. Scan that QR code, everybody. And then somebody tell me when they got it. How easy was that? Tony, do you have it? Did you know that was in your marketing center? You can create, you
Hey,
can
I'm learning
create,
stuff here. I'm like, that is unbelievable.
you can create a social post that quickly.
That is
Crazy, right?
amazing. Yes.
So, the idea here is to know that you have content in a marketing center, in a partner. We're a partnership, right? So you have content in a marketing center that's designed to execute. If you want to go there today, you can do a social post today about downsizing. Okay? You can write a blog. You can go to our downsizing bundle and you can click on letters and you can copy and paste our letters and you go ahead and go do a blog. Go take this content, copy and paste it and stick it in a LinkedIn post. There should never be a day where you don't have something to do for your business and rediscover your best life and find your perfect community. You just copy and paste this stuff. Maybe you do a little something else in here, and we gave you the idea. You go post this on LinkedIn. You copy and paste this into an email campaign. And if you really like it, send it to your sphere of influence, direct mail, share. All this stuff is here for you inside your marketing center, and you didn't even know it existed. Okay. So again, this is being recorded. So bundles, downsizing, bundles, downsizing. Okay. What else is in here and what else does it do? Someone's writing on the screen. That's funny. Do you see that red mark? That's not me. Um, so guys, who's doing open houses on here? Anybody? Type in the chat. I want to hear. Who's doing open houses? Do we have a lot of people that are doing open houses? Jolie, Andrea, awesome. Candace, Tony, okay, Shelly, Mike. Open houses. When Nathan and I were selling real estate in Fort Collins, open houses were a great way for us to convert leads. If you can't tell, I like talking to people, but I needed people to come. Or you need to market your open house. People don't just show up at your open house because you stick 3 signs out in the neighborhood, right? So what can we do to be better at open house marketing? Candace, I love it. We're going to talk about that, but I have a different question. What are you guys doing to drive listing leads from your open houses? Let me show you something cool. In 5 clicks, we can invite the closest 50 neighbors to your open house. Okay. VIP neighborhood open house. Come see what your neighbors are selling their home for an hour before the general public. Breakfast burritos served. Wait, I had I think I had a hang on. I think I had yep. I have your own. Let's go back here. Social posts, letters, postcards. Um, let's do one of your own listings here, okay? This is how easy it is. I just put in the MLS information. It just created the postcard that quick. Come see what your neighbors are selling their home for. Be my VIP guest. Curious about your neighbor's home? Want to know what it's selling for? And breakfast burritos served at 9. Burritos served at 9. Direct mail. Accept proof. Get started. It's going to open a map. I'm going to draw a circle around the 50 closest homes, and we will print, stamp, label, and mail. You do that today, it'll be there next week, 3 to 5 days to the mailbox. So that's somewhere in here. I don't know where Columbine Street is, but you would know where. So I collect confirmed homeowners, do a circle of the area. We do this. We click based on our budget. It's like $1 a postcard, 98 cents a postcard. And when I click send, I just invited the closest neighbors. This had 133 homes. Now, we want to do a social post. It mails it for you, Chris. You don't touch it. You don't touch it. We'll print, stamp, label, and mail, and this will land in the mailboxes. If you do it today, 3 to 5 days. So like on Tuesday or Wednesday next week, we just invited the neighbors. Now let's do a little more here. Okay. Yep, 98 cents per. Let's do one more thing. Let's go back to the open house bundle. I want to show you something. Let's do a door hanger. I don't know. Same door hanger. VIP neighborhood open house. Come see what your neighbors are selling their home for an hour before the general public. Have your children do it or have TaskRabbit. You ever heard of TaskRabbit? Have TaskRabbit hire them out for $15 to go put 50 of these out. Okay. We create the postcard and like we create this door hanger. If it were me, I would just send the door hanger template to the closest Staples, email this to them and say, can you print this on your door hanger templates for me? I'll be there to pick it up in an hour. And now we did a social post, we did a postcard and a door hanger. So we're bringing, and you know who, guys, I got to tell you something. Who shows up? Who gets out of bed at 9:30 in the morning, puts their sweats and a hat on, and walks 3 blocks to see what their neighbors are selling their home for? Do you know? People that want to know what their home is worth. People that want to know what their home is worth will walk and see that home. So the conversation is amazing. Hey, thanks for coming to the VIP open house. We are selling this home for $578,000. Days on market, I think will be about two months. But that's what I think this home will sell for. Do you want me to let you know what we end up selling it for? Give me your name, your email address, your phone number, and your address. By the way, if you want me to tell you what I think we could sell your home for, let me know. I'll send an email over. Okay. TaskRabbit. Anyone heard of TaskRabbit is the company that will go. Anyone know what TaskRabbit is? TaskRabbit is a website. It's a gigs website. You go on to TaskRabbit. So, for example, we bought a bunch of furniture for the Breakthrough Broker office. We went to TaskRabbit and said, we have 8 desks for someone to do. We're going to pay 180 bucks, half when you get here, the rest when you're done. And somebody's like, I'll do it. And they show up and they build my desks for me. That's TaskRabbit. You guys can use it for putting out open house signs. You can use it for putting out door hangers. It's pretty awesome. Okay, it's like Craigslist gigs. Anyone use that back in the day? It's the same thing. All right. TaskRabbit. All right. So everything else is done for you. We do the mailings, but if you want someone to physically put your door hangers out, you could use TaskRabbit. Okay. And use the same guy or gal tomorrow to do so you can have the guy or gal do the TaskRabbit door hangers on Friday and say, hey, by the way, I'll meet you at this gas station and I'll give you 20 signs. If you want to go put those signs out for me, I'll pay you 100 bucks, 50 when you set them out and 50 when you pick them up. So just a little side thing for you here. Some other open house content for you. Do you guys like this stuff, by the way?
Yeah, this is awesome, Eric.
Perfect. Happy to know this is in here. So, what we're gonna do, let me make sure all the chat, there we go. Now conversion, lead conversion. You did good marketing. Someone shows up to your open house. You guys should be putting a lot of signs out. Lots. I see open houses where like 3 signs are out and it hurts my heart. Nathan and I used to put a sign at every right turn in a half mile. It was a lot of signs. But drive people to your open house. Once they're there, what are you giving them? A flyer and a business card? Mm-mm. No, never. They throw those business cards out. The flyer gets mixed up with the other 8 flyers. Here's what I want you to give them. You're going to go to your marketing center and you're going to scroll down to documents. And in the documents, you're going to find a couple things. Okay. The first thing I want you to hand out to everyone coming in is the open house comparison chart. Why? Guys, how many people walk into your open house and are like, we're just looking? A lot. And you're like, good, you guys are open housing today. Fantastic. Take this with you. I'm sure it'll help. Open house comparison chart. Open house 1 is yours. Yes, in the day and age of AI, I'm telling you to print a PDF out and hand it out. PDF, hang on one second, guys. Okay, hang on one second. Sorry, guys. I'm back. Uh, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna say, great, take this with you. It'll help you today. Open house 1 is yours. Do you guys see this first impression? I'll blow it up a little bit. First impression, thumb up, thumb down, neighborhood, thumb up, thumb down, living room. You guys, you print off 30 of these and you write your open house address right here. Okay. Asking price, square footage, bedrooms, bathrooms. And when they leave you to go open housing throughout the day, whose information do they have at the bottom? Yours. And if you're really good, get a single property website. Do you guys all have single property websites for every list? Does every listing have its own website? If it doesn't, that should. I'll show you where to do it here. You click the insert image. You get a QR code for your single property website, your listing website. You grab it and you put it right here. And they get home at night and they have a QR code to your digital listing, your flyer, not to your listing in your marketing center, not to listing on your brokerage website. I want it to be a single property site for you. Okay. But do you guys see where this is some stuff? Do you guys see where this is helpful for you? You will convert leads if you hand out and somebody said before, I'm going to show you what she was talking about. Somebody said she loves the coloring books. Guys, these coloring books, you want to build rapport with someone. You ever shown property with children? Maybe the worst thing in ever in the history of looking at houses. Just grab this branded kids coloring sheet, go to the dollar store and grab a bunch of Crayola packets from the dollar store, hand this out every time to anyone walking in with children, instantaneous rapport. You hand out the comparison chart and a kid's coloring sheet, they will remember you. This coloring sheet's branded for you. If they're going open housing that day, give them two of them. Okay. And I want you guys to remember you're always got to think about marketing. So it's Thursday afternoon, 3 o'clock, you haven't done anything. Go to this thing, download it as a PDF or PNG file. Watch this. Go to your Facebook and Instagram and post this and say, for any of my friends or Facebook peeps, open housing or looking at houses this weekend, DM me if you want one of these to stay organized. Now, if nobody DMs you, that's okay. What did you just do on your social media? You reminded everyone that you know that you're the best realtor in their world, right? This isn't about, this is about real estate marketing, okay? This is about what do I have? What can I do every day to market myself, to remind the people I know and my geographic farm and my past clients that I am the best realtor they know, period. Period. It's here inside your marketing center. Okay, guys? If you didn't know, I want every single listing should have its own website, not a link to your brokerage website, its own website. Why? Couple different reasons. Your watch this, guys. I'm going to make a website in under a second. Let's say we just listed this property. Oh my God, it's gorgeous, right? We go. It's not working right now. I'll make sure it works later. Um, you take this. Oh, it's filling out. You take this website and you send it to your seller and say, look what I created for your home. And could you share this on your social media for me? I don't know why it's not working right now. I think it might be there we go. So you see, work with me, let's connect, schedule a showing. You send this to your seller and say, look, I just made a website just for your home. Here's a link, share it with your Facebook and Instagram community. Do you see what you're doing for yourself? You're actually marketing yourself to your sellers' sphere of influence if you get them to post this on their socials. Also, if you put this QR code everywhere, it's a lead magnet just for you. All this stuff's in here. Yep, it all populates all your information, Ellie, all of it. Did you see? So it populates the listing information, populates the image, all the images in the photo gallery. So this is your guys' listing. This is an equity listing. Looks pretty good. It's mobile friendly, okay? And it has all of your information in here as well. Let's connect. You can even schedule showings through here if you want. You can turn on showing request, and you can also add a virtual tour. So this stuff is pretty cool. Any questions? All of this has been at your fingertips. We just haven't been in here to see it enough, right? Request a showing. Someone clicks on that, fills it out. It goes right to your email and cell phone. Like if I was selling again, I'd put a QR code on all of my sign writers for all my listings. So, so looking to downsize, these are strategies to go get new listings. The open house content strategies to go out and get listings and buyers, okay? You should be getting an email every Monday from us. Are you getting an email, Tony, from us every Monday morning with an idea or a tip that goes back to your marketing center? Don't delete us. Look at our emails on Monday. Maybe you'll like this week's, maybe you won't. Delete it if you don't like it, but 52 weeks in a row, you're going to get a marketing idea. Okay? Well, it would be great if you could do this before the listing is active. I agree, but we don't get data from RE Colorado or any of the MLSs before it's active. It's unfortunate. I get so you could create this. You could create this on your own. You just have to drag and drop the images, guys. It just takes a little longer. So these are available and editable, and you can do coming soon. You could even do it before you go to a listing presentation and bring this to a listing presentation if you have some photos of the home. So you can do it coming soon. It's just not automated. Just not quick. Does that make sense? Thanks, Ryan. I don't know why I'm having some user interface problems here, but it should be working for you guys. What questions do you guys have about the marketing center, the reason we have it, why this is here, what it does for you? You guys, if you have other data, you can upload all of your mailing lists here. It's got a saved mailing list section. So you could have sphere of influence. You can split up your sphere of influence to past clients, past coworkers, soccer parents. I don't care. And we can do all this stuff in the system. We have some other fun content coming out over the next 6 months. Really cool content coming out. When Shelly, when you go to create, when you click that single property website to when you submit it to publish, I didn't do that because I didn't want to make a single property website with my information on it. It'll give you the QR code when you click to publish it. Tina, their email templates, we do email blasts, but we don't have email templates, so to speak. So if you click share and then you click email, you can do an e-blast out of here. But email marketing per se, we're not your email marketing company. There's other companies that do a better job. Constant Contact, MailChimp, your CRM probably does better emails. You can take any of our content and CC it, copy it, or screenshot it into your email campaign. Or you can do a one-off. Okay. This is your email list. We cap this at 50. Okay. But you can do it 50, 50, 50, and 50. But yes, you can do e-blasts, but no other email marketing in here. Does that make sense? What else, guys? What other questions?
I think the one thing you want to remember with email versus what you're talking about here, Eric, is that this stands out more than email, just because of the fact people get so many emails
Well,
every day that they're in their email box.
yeah, I would say, I would say that, I would say somebody asked which marketing tool has the greatest ROI. That's really tough to say, right? Inside Breakthrough Broker, I believe direct mail has the greatest ROI because it's 100% deliverability, right? But it depends what ROI you're looking for. If you're doing, like, guys, I'm not going to bring up any names, but who knows backcountry? What's the average sales price in backcountry? 4 million? You guys know backcountry? You Denver agents in here? You don't know backcountry? Anyone know backcountry? Average sales price in backcountry is about 4 million. It's in Douglas County. My brother, his wife owns a very large horse boarding facility in Douglas County. Saw one of the boarders and I gave my brother a hug and said, "Oh, we're moving the horses to Northern California. We got relocated. I'm glad I got to say bye." And my brother gave him that look like, you're moving and you didn't." And the guy was like, "Oh, I forgot you were a realtor." They hired a stranger that they met at an open house. This is a true story. She double-sided a $4 million listing in backcountry, and my brother's fault. Why? He didn't remind the people he knew, his sphere of influence, that he was the best realtor they knew. It's not their job to remember you. It's your job to make them remember you. So the biggest ROI, in my opinion, is staying in touch with your sphere. Consistent, persistent, direct mail, phone calls, special events, coffee meetings, social media. All of that together is the best ROI. Your sphere, guys, I talk to agents who sell 400 homes a year. They still tell me they still get the most business from the people they know. If they sell 400 homes a year, their sphere is pretty big. But traditional marketing, guys, we gotta make sure everyone we know knows we're the downsizing expert. We gotta make sure everyone we know knows we're the relocation expert. Okay. We have to make sure they remember we are the go-to realtor. So my brother lost like, I don't know, do the math. What's 3% of 4 million? Like he lost like $300,000 commission because he did not do his job to remind everyone he knew he was a realtor. Okay. That is in your marketing center. Okay.
Eric, I think that's one of the things that you've said here today that really stands out to me is one, in the average year, we're selling 6 million homes. Now we're selling this year 3.5, 3 million. So we're down to half the people out there that are buying homes. But the issue that you really run into is that the people that are still busy are the ones that are doing this stuff. And the other ones are the ones that are complaining that they don't have any business. And it doesn't really, it's just because they haven't got a system in place. We have the system for you. One of the things I wanted to ask you, Eric, and I'm glad you brought this back up. You've gone through a lot here. Let's say one of our people are in here and they have questions. Where do they go inside your site here to ask a question? Is there a questions portion of this?
Great.
They can.
Yep. Great. So we have full-time customer service for you, 9 to 5 Denver time. It's support at breakthroughbroker.com. So if you go to the coloring sheets, by the way, guys, it's open. Somebody asked, where's the coloring sheets? Open house bundles under documents, and there's a few different coloring sheets in here. Okay. And we're going to add more. But once you're in an asset, do you see on the left-hand side, it says help? You'll see on the left-hand side, it says help. If you
Yes.
click the help, you can contact support via chat, email, or phone call on any asset on the whole site, 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. My team is there to help every step of the way. Okay. Also, at the bottom of in your help section, you'll see contact us or help. All of that's in here for you. Okay.
Yes, that's awesome. And that's one of the things, it's always been our philosophy to make sure we're taking care of the agents so that they can take care of their clients. And I know we only partner with the people that do that. And Eric, you've been phenomenal partner for us, been with us probably longer than anybody we've been with. I think we've Pro Agent website and you have been the longest that we've been with. And
Any
but I'm sitting here and I'm watching people on the screen and I'm watching mouths open, including mine, because it's like there's so much out there that is available for us. And what most people don't understand is this stuff is available for you to use and to start to use for free. Now you're going to pay the money for the marketing and to move it around and stuff like that. But remember why you're here at Equity. We're not taking a huge percentage of your commission. We're allowing you to keep the majority of your commission. You should take a portion of that commission and set it aside so that you have a budget to do all the things that Eric talked about here. There should be no excuse. If you're getting a $15,000 commission, or a $25,000 commission, and you're only paying us our fees, there's a lot of money that's left over there. You should be putting money in taxes and you should be putting money in marketing. And if you'll do that, what Eric's talking about, you're going to be the person that sells many homes, as many as you want. You may not want to do 400, you may want to do 30. You may want to do 10, but with any of those things, if you do what he's talked about here today, you will start to build that database of people that know that you're the best out there. But you got
Yeah.
to do it. We can give you all the tools in the world. unless you use them, are no good to you. Right? You said it at the very beginning perfectly. Right? If you don't have somebody to fill a contract on, then you're not in business.
Yep.
So go get them.
So, yeah, Wendy, you have access to all this. If you need help, again, get with our support team or your team, and this will you all have access. This is here. It's been here. Let us know if you need any help. Okay. Bobby's always your go-to. He can do one-on-one sessions. By the way, all that stuff is available. Okay.
That's awesome.
All right.
Eric, this has been amazing. I appreciate you taking the time. I know
Totally.
everybody here is. We've recorded this, and a lot of people were asking where they find this. What did I say at the very beginning? Go to Elevate. When you
Mhm.
log in the morning, go to Elevate, go to the left-hand side, go down to the marketing center, and it's right there. And everything's already branded. Now, I can't put your photo in for you. You have to put your photo in for you.
Yeah.
Don't be a secret agent out there. Be a real estate agent. Get your photo in there. That's
Yeah.
what I mean. If they're branding you and you're not don't have your photo there, I mean, this is easy stuff. You got
Yeah.
to do some of it yourself, but it's there for you.
I
So,
love it. Let us know,
Eric,
Tony, if you
anything?
could send me this recording, I'd love the recording. We're
Oh,
collecting all
you
the
betcha.
recordings.
You
I'd
betcha.
love it.
Jolie, you'll
Yeah.
do that for him, right?
Yeah,
He'll
Julie,
send
just
that to you.
email that to me, please. Thank you. Bye,
Awesome. And I'm
everybody.
glad you're in Costa Rica. That's
Yeah,
a fun place to be.
we live down here now. So my wife has a
Nice.
brokerage here. So she's Costa Rican. So the deal was when the kids leave, we're moving back. And so the kids are gone and you move back. So.
Awesome. Awesome. Well,
All
thank
right,
you
guys.
so much for jumping on. I
Thanks.
appreciate it.
See you soon. Bye, everybody.
We'll let you go. All right. Anybody else? We've got about, I don't know, 14 minutes. Is there any questions or anything that anybody has for me here at Equity?
I do have a question. Can you guys hear
Yeah.
me okay?
Yeah. Hi,
So
Wendy.
when I go to Equity and I hit Marketing Center,
Yes.
oh, never mind. First it was putting me announcements, but now it's asking me for an agreement and giving me access. Never mind.
Yes.
Thank you.
So one of the things that we also do for all of you, why I say go to Elevate, is we're always putting relevant information that we're working on there. So sometimes you'll log into Elevate and it will have something on there. Read that's on the screen. That's important to you to understand what's going on in your company, right? If you know what's happening in your company, you can support your clients even better. So those are things that pop up there all the time. Remember the annoying 1099 one? Hey, you want to get your 1099? Make sure all your information is correct. We can only do what we have information for. So when you're working inside Elevate, that helps us so much. And it helps us with the data that's driven. Vivian, I know, is on this call. Vivian has built inside of there all of our branded stuff as well, other branded things. Can you give Vivian, can you share a screen, Jolie, with Vivian? And Vivian, would you be available where you could show where you've put that stuff, the equity branded stuff on there?
Like the brand guidelines and everything.
No, just where you've put like our social media posts and our things like that people can click on that you work on all the time. I put
Let
her on the spot, so I'm sorry.
yes, let me just take a look at before I share my screen here. Let's see.
By the way, everybody, here's your brilliant marketer. She's amazing. We love her to death. She's in Georgia. I wish she was right here in Utah so that we could just see her and talk to her every day. We talk to her and we see her online, but I have to bring her out here to Salt Lake every once in a while so we know she's more than a 3D or a flat screen person, that she's 3D. So
Okay, so can you see Equity Elevate on my screen right now?
not right now. Oh, there we go. Yes.
So, of course, everything that we're going to be doing marketing wise on Elevate is going to be under this tab right here for marketing on the left hand
Yes.
side. And as you can see, we have a lot of different things. We have the Marketing Center tab, of course, that'll bring you to the Marketing Center with a single sign-on. But we also have other campaigns in here as well. We have a Find Out What Your Home is Worth, and it has all of the resources for you already that you can go ahead and click on. And it breaks down into 3 different campaigns. So find out what your neighbor's home sold for, find out what your home is worth, and of course right here you can download all materials from there. There's email templates, there's social media graphics ready to post, there's there's captions as well for each of those, and it's just like they're pre-made campaigns basically, but also within within the marketing tab, there's also our style guide, which I always point out, which is pretty big, that I'd like people to look at, because it basically breaks down, all of our logos, our colors, and basically everything to use to just make everything, uniform and just look the same throughout all of our marketing. So that's another big part as well. But the biggest thing I always say to, whenever I'm talking to agents or brokers is to make sure that you're also following our corporate social media channels, especially, our YouTube, our Facebook, because on YouTube, we're constantly posting all of our webinar recordings in case you miss them. And there are just so many resources we're constantly sharing on our social medias as well that I just don't want any of you guys to miss. So I always say, just make sure you're following all of those. Make sure you're opening and reading all of our emails that we're sending out to you as well. We send out email to all of our agents on the 1st of every month and on the 15th of every month. And if you're not getting those, please let me know. Because we want to make sure you're receiving those as well. And just all of our communication is so important to making sure you guys get everything that you need, marketing wise and everything. But yeah, anyone can always reach out to me too if they have any questions or need help with anything, even within the Marketing Center too. I'm in there a lot helping. I know Tony mentioned, upload your photo, go into your settings. That's the big thing, because you want to make sure all of your settings are filled out in the Marketing Center so it can easily pull in all of your information. But yeah, Tony, is there anything else you'd like me to touch on?
No, I mean, one of the things is, so if you're not getting our emails, then check your junk mail, check your unsubscribes. They could be there. We watch and see. I get a list. I got a list this morning from Vivian. Here's all the people that unsubscribed. And a couple of people are some of my top agents. I have to call them up and go, what are you doing? I mean, we're just giving you information. We're probably not the one you want to unsubscribe to. Unsubscribe to the guy that wants to sell you warranty on your car, extra warranty. That's, crazy. But the other thing too, I wanted to say to you is, Chris, you're saying, what's the Facebook link? At the bottom of all of our emails that go out, you can click on that link at the bottom, the Facebook, the LinkedIn, the Instagram, and it takes you right to our pages. So we try to, again, make it easier. I don't want to get posting all the stuff here. When we send you an email, in the bottom of that email, and you can open it up on your phone because we do them both phone friendly and computer friendly. You can open them up, scroll to the bottom. At the bottom, there's a Facebook link. You can click on it to take you right to the Facebook page. And I think it's really important as we start to build our brand out there that we stay as close as we can to that. Now, somebody put in there, can we use our own color palette? Of course, we're not. I mean, we definitely want you to try and stay with what we do, but that's because whenever you're building a brand, you want to build your brand. Now, I know sometimes your brand is important to you, and I'm not going to get in the way of that. We have rules with the divisions that we have to have our logo on there. Use our logo and put the color palette on there. That's all. Then change your colors to pink and green or whatever. However you want to brand yourself, that's okay. But we want to make sure at the corporate level we keep our branding the same, because that drives more people to our sites, drives more people to our pages, drives more of what we're trying to build here, which we're trying to help you. And everything that we do comes back to you, doesn't come back. So I'm not saying, hey, put all this stuff in so when it goes to equity.us, we get all of your leads. I don't want your leads. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I want you to get your leads. So we direct everything back to you. So that's one of the things that I wanted to do. And Vivian, thank you. I know I put you on the spot. She's been amazing. She keeps doing stuff. One thing that you'll find with us, even though we're 3,500 agents large across the country, and we're like 25th in the country in size, we're also a company that can move quickly and adjust things and do things. So if you have questions, if you have things, reach out to us, let us know. We can look in, we can get into it quickly. We can do the type of things that need to help you build your business, because we know how hard it is to build your business. We know what you're out there building on a daily basis, and we want to make it easier for you to do that. Now, I'm going to leave my last 5-minute speech to everybody that I always say, and that is equity can only be as good as we are with our clients and our agents. And we do, I feel, a very good job with helping you as agents. I need your help. We want to grow this company. We want to build this company. And so we have a thing called profit share. Some of you have already used it and got it. We've paid out over $14 million in $100 increments to all of you on this call, usually if you've referred anybody to us. And that's an important part of how we build our business. Now, you're not going to make a fortune doing that, but I tell you what will happen. You will start to gain real credibility in your industry when you refer somebody to us and they see everything that we have right here, and they've been paying 30 to 40% for that with their commissions, and all of a sudden they get their first closing and they see they've got 30% more in their bank account. You're going to be the hero that referred them here. But the one thing that I want you to know is we want to award you for doing that too. All we really need, give your broker a name, a number. We'll make the phone call. We'll call them. We'll talk to them, and we'll train them. We'll teach them how to sell real estate, and we'll pay you $100 every time they close a transaction. And we've done that 14 million times for $14 million already since we've done this. And it's not a pyramid thing. You don't get. It's just if you're out there in the business, doing the business every day, you know the good agents. Let's get all the good agents at Equity and watch us explode and watch your business explode. So I just wanted to end with that. I appreciate all of you so much. And if anybody needs anything, we're here for you. Just reach out to our team. And I appreciate all of your time today. Thumbs up. Are these quarterly calls important? Do you like them? Did you learn something today? I know I did. I learned a ton today. When I was looking at all this stuff today, I was one of the ones with my mouth open. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that was there. And the reason being is we all get so busy in doing everything that we're doing that we don't slow down enough to do it. But I love what Eric said. If you're not creating a new client, if you're not doing something to create some place that you can write a contract, you haven't won the day. So let's go out, win the day this week. Let's win the week, win the month, and let's finish this year out strong. I appreciate every one of you. And if there's anything we can do for you, just let us know. Have a great day.